Hey.
Hey, y'all. We are here for Beyond the Gates season 2. We are officially in season 2, and we haven't been here. Well, we haven't been together in 2 weeks to talk about
I
it.
know it was so odd last week doing it. I was like, I'm
Doing it
feeling.
by
I'm like,
yourself.
yes. It was like it's so weird.
I know, right? You missed me. You missed
Yeah,
me.
I did.
So we are going to. I know, even though JB talked about the week before last, I'm just gonna kind of skim through it because the majority of though that first week after New Year's was really about Anita and the cancer storyline, the ladies, the women getting tested,
Hmm.
um, Nicole and Danny getting tested, and then the girls and Martin, well, the children, I should just say, the children getting tested. So we saw Anita getting ready for her going through all of the things that, again, we've talked about this already before, but
Hmm.
going through all of the emotions that go into the cancer diagnosis. The biggest adjustment, I think, to this storyline, which I like that they're adding this into the storyline, and we already talked about this a little bit too, is the gene variant where the children can get tested to see if they carry the gene. And then we already talked about Kat and how she handled it and everything like that. So I kind of feel. Can I say, why are we making a big deal about Kat getting tested or not if we don't even know she has to get tested yet? Like, I feel like,
That's
could
been
we
my
wait
thing.
until Nicole and
Danny got
Annie
tested.
got tested before we really made a big deal about Kat?
Hmm.
But whatever.
I agree.
But for the most part, that was a lot of what happened. I loved the Mardi Gras party. I thought
Hmm.
that was really cute. I loved how, that they brought the family over to have this party. Now,
Hmm.
Kat chose to not show up. And
Right.
once Kat explained why she didn't come, I definitely understand.
Hmm.
She was like, look, I thought it was an intervention and I wasn't here for it. I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want the guilt trip. I could, because at first I was like, dang, Kat, you don't even know the whole family is calling you and you're ignoring
Hmm.
it. But when she explained why, I was like, I get it. I probably wouldn't have come either.
Right. And it was a lot of people that were upset with Kat for not going, calling her selfish and all that kind of stuff. Which, I mean, I got it because everybody's like, your grandmother is calling you. Your grandmother is calling you. And even I had to say this last week. Like so my grandmother had cancer, and I had family members who did not come around because they didn't want to see my grandmother in that state
That way.
because that's not who they know. That's not who they want to. That's not how they want to remember her. So they don't want to see her sick in a bed. And my grandmother lost a lot of weight through her cancer journey because she's like, so we found out she had cancer in October, it's like August, September, October around of 2012. And she was in good spirits about it. She was kind of like Anita. She was actually in really good spirits, but my grandmother was on the heavier side. And the doctor was like, before we started chemo, he just wanted her to, lose a little bit of weight. And because, I mean, she was a woman of a certain age too.
I don't mean no harm, but she was gonna lose the weight.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't mean no disrespect, but she was going to lose weight.
She was, but my grandmother, when I say heavy, she was like a heavier woman. Like she was a big
Okay,
one. She was a
I
big
hear
one.
you. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
But this is what the doctor said. He didn't want to. I think it was just because her health, her weight, and her age at the same time. Because she was almost nine. She was 89 years old.
Oh yeah, that is a lot. Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
was
I guess I get it. I get it.
she was 89. So he wanted her to lose weight, just a little bit of weight, and she was in good spirits about doing it. But and she started eating differently. But it wasn't until the cancer really started taking effect, and I had an uncle that passed away unexpectedly, and that's when she just checked out on us.
It's a lot, and I think that again, I feel like we kind of already went through a lot of this.
Hmm.
Um, but not last week, the week before last, that week was really about, we found out that Danny does carry, and we're gonna get to some of the other smaller storylines, you guys, because the other smaller storylines didn't really pick up until this week, honestly. But
Hmm.
we found out that Danny does carry the gene, but Nicole does not.
Hmm.
Lady Kenya says, I think Kat was being selfish. If she would have come, then she would have known what was going on. I hear you. I hear you.
I do too. I get y'all, but I just disagree with
Yeah,
y'all.
like I said, once she explained it, I didn't feel like she was being selfish. I felt like in the long run she was going to regret not going. But
Yeah.
because again, if she felt like this was just them tricking her into the whole family trying to convince her that this is what she needed to do, I understand why she was like, I ain't here for it. I've been fighting with everybody. I don't need the guilt trip. I don't need to fight with my grandmom and my granddaddy too. But I do think on the back end, because you know what, and I know because she's such a, you know, because they're the matriarchs and the patriarch of the show, I don't see them taking Anita out. But all I was thinking about when they took that picture at the end was, is this gonna be the, like, is this the picture that they look back on at the funeral? Like, is this gonna be the funeral
I hope
on the,
not.
you know? But that's what I'm saying, because she's such, you know, the matriarch of the show and the patriarch. If this show were like 5 or 6 years old, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. But I just, it's so new. I don't see
You're
them
still in
doing
this
that.
infancy.
Now, I do feel like they're going to take her through it, though. I do feel like they're going to take her through it.
Absolutely.
I was telling somebody, I saw a picture because they film so far in advance. I saw a behind the scenes video. I think it was Clifton Davis's birthday. And in that clip, I guess they were rehearsing a scene, and Tamara Tooney, the woman who plays Anita, her hair was short. It was short and it was curly. And when I saw it, I was like, I thought maybe they were just rehearsing and she hadn't put her wig on yet. You know what I mean? But now with this cancer storyline, I'm wondering, are they going to put her hair in a shorter wig and cut her hair into a shorter wig? Because it was beautiful. It was short and curly, and it was still that silver. It was still those silver, that silver color. But that's what I'm saying, V. Spencer. I was wondering if they're going to let her wear her natural hair to sort of write in the cancer, the chemotherapy storyline of it, or you know what I mean. But again, when I saw that behind the scenes, of course, that we weren't even close to knowing about this storyline. So I'm wondering if they were just rehearsing and she hadn't put her full, you know, wig situation together, or if they're going to let her wear her natural hair while she's going through the chemo. Because I know when my aunt went through chemo, like literally after her first week, she started losing her hair. Like it was very quick.
It's very quick.
Very quick. So anyway, again, we talked a lot about it, you guys. I don't want us to dwell too much in, because I feel like we've talked about it. I don't know if there's any, I mean, we'll get into the Naomi Chelsea because that was this week, but is there anything else with the Anita cancer storyline that I feel like we haven't touched? Even with, I don't know, anything with that you feel like we haven't touched, maybe?
I think we touched it all.
The one thing I want to say, and I've said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it. Corey said after the first treatment, her hair started coming out. And again, Corey, I know for yourself and some other of our subscribers, I know this is a hard storyline. So I understand if, like you said, you had to tap out of some episodes. I get it. I definitely understand. For I feel like all of us, cancer has touched our lives in some way. But when it was you first, you know, when you had to go through this, I'm sure it is it's a process. I'm sure it is. The Duprees have officially weirded me out with this cancer situation. Anita has cancer. Yes, there's a chance, but they are treating the rest like an official diagnosis, and it's annoying. I do think they're doing a lot, but it's a soap opera. I think this is where it's a soap opera. It's playing into it. Because do I think they're being real dramatic? Yes, but it's a soap opera. So, you know what I mean? But I also think they're using it as I also think they're using this as sort of a learning tool, a teaching tool too. Because I never, if I'm being honest, I mean, my grandmother had breast cancer, my aunt had breast cancer, and nobody has ever talked to my knowledge. No one has ever talked to my mom about, you need to see if you have this gene. And I know it's a specific type of cancer, but I've just never, that's never been a conversation in my family. And it's making me wonder, do we need to have that conversation? You know, because my grandmother and my aunt both were diagnosed later on in life. Like my grandmother was in her 80s when she got it. And my aunt was probably in her 60s. She had it like right after my grandmother. She was diagnosed. My mom, I know my mom stays on top of her mammograms and all that stuff. So I know it's on the radar.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I agree with you. I do think it's a lot. I think they are, and I don't want to sound insensitive, but I do think they're doing a lot with the storyline. I'm being honest. I think they're
Mhm.
doing a lot. But I'm enjoying because I think we're seeing some good acting.
Absolutely.
Which
One
I'm
thing I
just
will say, I know she still had makeup on her face, but it was light makeup. Mara,
yeah,
mm,
they did a good job of
baby,
making
she
her
looked
look
so beautiful.
very, yeah. Yeah, she just
She,
had on like stage makeup. She didn't have like full face. Yeah, I think they did a good job of making her look tired. Her hair didn't have as much fluff, you
mm,
know, like
she still looked good. I was like,
oh
damn.
yeah, she still is a beautiful woman, beautiful woman. I will say this. I've said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it because I love the fact that Danny and Nicole. I love the fact that the writers haven't given us the cliche good daughter, bad daughter. They've got this rift. They don't like each other. They're always fighting. Like I'm glad we don't have a Alan, my
Tracy.
Tracy situation. And I know y'all hate when we go into other soap operas, but it is what it is. But I love the fact that these women from the beginning, from the very first episode, these women have had each other's back.
Mhm.
And it ain't, Nicole is like, yes, my sister is crazy, but she mine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she shot up the wedding, but she mine.
Yeah,
She belonged to me, you know? And I love how when everything hit the fan for Nicole, I loved how Danny was like, what
ride
we
or die.
doing? How we riding? And I
Hmm.
love how when Nicole climbed up in that bed with Danny and the two of them, and as soon as she felt Nicole, she just broke down. Baby, I said, listen, these women, I love it because
Hmm.
I think it would be, in my opinion, I feel like it would have been lazy of the writers to just give us the cliche. Nicole was the good daughter that did everything right, went and got her career, got married. Her son's a, congressman and all of that. And then you got Danny, her
Fuck
daughter
up.
daughter didn't go to college. She's a model. And, Danny out here, just crazy and drunk. And so I love that. I love Andre has been playing his position. I loved how Andre got Bill
Still
together
together. Hmm. I
because
was here.
everybody was telling him, "Look, you gonna have to put Bill in his place." And I love that he did it. Now I'm gonna tell you what Andre. Now let's get into some of these other storylines. I'm gonna tell you what Andre made me mad this week. I hate that Andre, and maybe it's the cancer in me. I hate that Andre convinced Ted to be nice to Carlton. I didn't like it.
I didn't either. I really didn't because it would have never been me.
It would have never been me either. Again, I hate it because I feel like, and Ted even said it. Ted was like, "I'm sorry," because it was almost like Andre was like, "But you're not with her anymore. What's the big deal?" And I'm like, "Because this was my best friend
My
and
best
my
friend, my
business
business
partner.
partner.
This wasn't just some casual dude I knew at the gym. This wasn't just some friend." That I knew in college and we lost touch and somehow we stumbled back into each other. This man, like Nicole said, you've been to our house for Halloween parties and Christmas parties and birthdays and like
That's what
absolutely
bugged me.
no. I
That's
didn't
what
like
bugged
that at all. I did not like it.
me. Mm-mm. That was weird to me because I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and make peace with. I don't give a damn if he is there for Nicole. It's still weird.
Right. It's
Like I'm never
weird.
gonna see that. I'm never gonna see it for that.
I'm never going to see it for that. And not only is it weird, but again, I can't get over the fact that you were right beside me for the last 15 years. So it almost makes me think because it was so quick. It'd be different if him and Nicole had been divorced 3-4 years and it sort of evolved. Even then, I might be like, okay, well, I mean, it's been 3 years,
Yeah,
but the fact that you jumped
it's so
in at
immediate.
the first, right, you was like a shark in the water. That makes me feel like you've been waiting on this whole time.
Hmm.
I don't know. I ain't like it.
It's too rebound.
in one of the behind the gates groups that I'm in, a brother did a live and said the exact same thing. Yeah, like again, if it were a gradual thing or if they weren't as close of friends, I might give a pass. But because this, no, absolutely not.
It's too messy.
Can I ask a question? Why isn't Nicole looking at Carlton from the same point of view as Ted? What you mean?
It's given, and Nicole might have had a little thing for him
I'm
before
about to say it's getting that maybe, you know. Yeah,
she got with it.
everybody said after the anniversary party because, and that's the other thing. Carlton was straight up flirting with Nicole, like right in front of Ted. So you're right. I don't understand. I'm not sure I understand the question, Harold. I think what you're asking me is why doesn't Nicole feel that same way? Like you
Yeah,
were in
that's what
our house and you were his business partner, you were his best friend. I think Nicole, I don't think she'll admit it, but I think a lot of her interest in Carlton is revenge.
yeah, I think
I
that's
don't think she'll admit it, but I think it's revenge. I think that she knows it's a nice way to get to
under
get
Ted's
Ted pissed
skin.
off.
Yeah, that's what I
Child,
believe.
I never even finished Divorce Sisters. Like I literally never finished watching it. Did it ever come back?
It has not.
Yeah. So like, why didn't it come back? They said it was renewed for a whole nother season. Yeah, that's. I mean, Harold. Honestly, I think that's what it is. I think Nicole is looking at it from that point of view because Nicole, she likes the fact that it bothers Ted. I don't think she's interested in Carlton for. She might say she is, but at the end of the day, I don't think she's interested in Carlton for no long-term situation. I think she thinks she
for the
is.
moment. This is for the. This is
Yeah.
a plane that'll pass
Mm-hmm.
eventually.
Yep. But you're right, Harold. It is interesting that Nicole wouldn't be like, Carlton, this is weird. Like, you were my husband's best friend. You're right.
You worked
You're
with
right.
my ex-husband.
Right, ex-husband. But he was still her husband when Carlton came sliding around.
He was. And that's why I'll never see it for Carlton. Just a weird person.
Yeah, it's something weird about him. It's something weird about him.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that. That I did not like. It's her own sadistic way to get back at Ted. Yeah, I really think so. Whether she's consciously doing it or it's like subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
But I did take a few notes, y'all. I don't have a lot of notes, but let me see what's in my notes. Okay. Okay, I wrote cancer storyline. We covered that. All right, let's talk about Leslie, this clinic, and the cop. that damn Leslie.
That lady is something else. I don't even know where to start with her. So much. It's so much with Leslie. And I'm kind of with Joey. Let's change the name of this clinic. It's not going to be the Leslie Talmadge Outreach, whatever the hell it she keeps saying. Let's change the name of that.
But don't you think changing the name to Doug, you don't think that's a little weird? I'm not talking about for us because we know, but I mean for the outside world. You don't think that'd be a little weird?
That's even weirder to me.
Yeah, I mean, calling it the Doug Thomas Clinic, I think is weirder than Leslie naming it after herself.
Both of them are weird. Leslie's is from a sense of her own narcissism, and that's what it is with Leslie. With Joey, that is really weird because, dude, you are. Well, I said this last week when I did my live. It's interesting that we haven't discussed Doug's name in months. And now all of a sudden Doug is coming back up. Even with Marcel saying that he's worried about, what happened with Doug on camera.
I can't remember if I took my medicine already, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm thinking out loud.
But yeah, that's what's weird to me is that Doug's name is coming back up after what, 7 months?
I just think that Joey is starting to get a guilty conscience, and that's going to be his downfall.
And Marcel.
Do you think Marcel's getting a guilty conscience, or is Marcel worried about Joey?
Both.
Because I think Marcel is more worried about how Joey's moving. Because like he said, at the end of the day, I have way more to lose than you do. I'm the one that actually did it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you told me to do it, but I'm the one that actually did it. So I
Right.
have way more at stake than what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I like that, CC. Let's just call it Samantha's place. She the one that came up with the damn idea.
That's what's so funny too. It's the fact that this baby came up with this shit and Leslie done completely just ixnayed her from
Everybody done stole this thing from her.
it.
So let's talk about, okay, so Leslie and old boy, they done consummated their, and Marcel, they done consummated their relationship, honey.
Can I say
Listen,
something?
I find Leslie so freaking entertaining.
I do too. Can I? So this might be an
I mean, she
unpopular.
crazy as hell, but I love her.
This may be an unpopular opinion, and I know what I said. I know what I said the last time we talked about it. I know I said Leslie likes married men. That's a fact. We can tell that she likes married men. But can I be honest? I don't really dislike this. I actually kind of like her and Marcel together, just a teensy weensy bit. I kind of like.
Oh, I love it. What do you talk from a show perspective, from a storyline perspective, from entertaining scene perspective? We ain't getting into morals, child. Soap operas ain't about your morality, but from an entertaining, and there's so many possibilities with this storyline. Because listen, we ain't met his wife yet. Listen, maybe we'll get a scene with, maybe his wife is crazier than Leslie, and then we can really have two crazies. What if the wife pop up on them at the hotel?
Oh, now that would be funny. I know at some point we're gonna have to meet this wife.
We gotta meet the wife. Because let's be clear, one thing that you can never trust about a married man is that a married man will lie about the relationship status with his significant other. So him talking about his wife is crazy and his wife's this, and this, child, you lying. But I would be here for his wife being crazy. Like, I would be here for, because Leslie needs some competition. Because nobody can out crazy Leslie.
Danny gives her a run. Danny will give it to it, but Danny don't have as much stake in it with Leslie.
Yeah, Danny don't have as much dog in that fight, you know.
That's her fight.
But she needs somebody that's gonna give it to her. Like, I'm here for it. Not a Vanessa Carrington. Ooh, now that was crazy. Now, did you ever watch Tyler Perry's what was the name of it, y'all? Tyler Perry's soap opera.
Oh yeah, the Haves and Have-Nots.
The Haves and the Have-Nots. Vanessa. Now that was a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
I need a Vanessa, but I need a Vanessa on 50. Like if we're doing Vanessa on a scale of well, let's say 1 to 10, I need Marcel's wife to be a 5 because Vanessa was she was ridiculous too much. I need somebody that's somewhere in the middle. Oh, I said Carrington, did not Harrington. My bad, y'all. Ooh, yeah. Harold said, me too. I want the wife to bust into the room while Leslie and Marcel. Yes. I'm here for it. So, but I'm with you. I love it. I love this storyline. I don't know where we're going. You know what's funny? I don't know where the storyline is going, but I don't care. I really don't care what they're going to do with the two of them. It's entertaining
to me. It's very entertaining to me, but that's entertaining. But this whole clinic, I'm just so confused. Maybe not something.
I'm over this clinic. I'm going to be honest. I'm over the clinic the same way I'm over the house across the street. Like, I do not care. Like, Lord, thank y'all. I said Vanessa Carrington. Her name was Veronica Harrington. Thank you, Miss Pretty Amazing. I didn't change that lady name, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it. I hope it's a storyline that kind of fizzles off a little bit because I was thinking about something earlier when I was watching the episode this week where Ted and Andre sat down with each other, and Andre was like, he's getting ready to go for a job in New York for a photo shoot. And it made me remember, Andre did a job last year that never came to completion. And I want y'all to see if I want y'all.
You talking about the nurses documentary?
Yep.
I thought he finished it though.
Did he? When he finished
I thought they said he had finished the documentary. Now I don't know what they ever did with it, but I thought they said he finished.
I thought he was supposed to present. I thought he was supposed to present that damn thing for people to see.
I don't know. I thought they finished it.
Shit, I don't remember.
Because I feel like when he was going through, I feel like they said he was finished when he was still going back and forth with Ashley. And I think it was something along the lines of when they were like, we don't need, like, you don't have any reason to be over there again. Oh. The Traders Live is 4:30, Jaguar. It's going to be at 4:30, boo.
I didn't remember that. But, I mean, the Clinton thing is cute. I like it a little bit. I just want them to This was Samantha's idea. Leslie and Joey done came in and made it all
So they
about.
done stole the whole thing.
But again, the Doug thing is just weird. I just think it's weird that Doug's name is coming back
It
up.
just seemed like it came out of nowhere. Like, why are we honoring Doug? Because just like Ted said, I mean, just like Bill said, Bill was like, okay, but he was also a drunk and a gambleaholic. Like, what we doing?
Like, I
Like,
think
what?
that was weird that his name
Right.
came up out of the blue. That's why I don't think I know. Well, I don't think that Doug is dead. I think that honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Marcel hid Doug somewhere.
You think? I told y'all. Now listen.
Because
I
we don't have a
told
body.
y'all.
We never saw a body.
I
And
told
y'all
y'all my
know.
theory from the beginning was that Doug wasn't dead. I told y'all that from the beginning. Number one, we never got a body.
That's it. That's it. We never saw in soap opera world. If you never see a body,
Yep.
don't assume that the person is
Yeah.
dead.
Sometimes if you see the body,
True. Because how many times has Jason died and we saw his body sometimes?
child. But that's just like. So think of it like this. They left the door open for Doug to come back as another person that we don't know
True.
um because the car did remember they remember the body was unrecognizable and they just found his wallet kind of thing. So I mean, it's not like he don't know plastic surgeons.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like plastic surgeons haven't done it before.
Right. So I'm just confused.
So
I'm just confused by Doug's name coming up again. Especially Marcel was the first one to bring it. Well, no, Vanessa. I get why Vanessa brought it up, but I didn't get why Marcel brought it up almost what again months later. You ain't had no remorse. You ain't felt nothing about it. Well, I don't think he has remorse, but you ain't said nothing about it in the months since you did it. So why are you now worried about a video? And like I said last week, if I were Marcel, I still wouldn't trust Joey that he says that he got rid of the footage. I wouldn't trust that shit with nothing. It's Joey. Joey's gonna use that over you at some point in this show.
right, they had a memorial service. They didn't have a funeral because they didn't have a body.
Mm-mm.
I told y'all in the beginning, I thought Vanessa was kind of setting it up. Now I'm not as convinced that Vanessa was setting it up. However, I'm still on the fence about whether Doug is really dead, y'all. I'm really on the fence. They do show dead body on soaps. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
I know a
Why
perfect
she
body.
too busy buying Febreze?
They do show dead bodies, y'all. And they show them when they die. Because I saw General Hospital is notorious for that, showing somebody take their last breath.
Yeah, they do. I mean, we've seen it on other shows because on some shows that's why they got to bring. Like I remember Jesse on
All My Children.
All My Children. We saw Jesse die. We saw them pull the sheet over his head, over his face. They had a whole fume for him and everything. And then when they brought him back, they said he was in
witness protection.
Witness protection. Well, the person who actually played Doug, I think that they said that he had some health issues in real life. So and that's the other reason why I said because they weren't planning for Doug to leave that soon. So they sort of had to pivot with that storyline. I remember when Bo's wife died on One Life to Live. Well, one of his wives. I forget her name, but remember they were in like the underground. I remember they were like in this underground cave situation, and she was electrocuted.
Shit, didn't Lily's car blow up on Lily's car blew up? Sonny's first wife.
Yeah, yeah.
She's pregnant.
Yep. Vanessa died. Remember? That's why when she came back, remember Vanessa, Sonny's Vanessa, remember she died? Or did she just leave the show?
I think she just left the show.
Remember when Scotty, what was her name? Scotty's wife died. And they he carried her outside.
Oh yeah.
Because she wanted to go outside and have some fun, like, and he carried her outside. Oh, that was baby. Ooh, that hurt my because Scotty was a character that's so easy to hate, but he loved that woman.
I was about to say
I think her name wasn't Lily. What was her name?
I hate Scotty.
But baby, he loved that woman. I remember that he took her outside and then she died.
I hate Scotty. I hate Scott Baldwin with a passion. I mean, it's some.
You know, when I was in Miami, not to go off the topic, when I was in Miami, I took like a one of my trips to Miami. We took like a little boat trip,
Mhm.
and when they take you through the boat, they take you past some of the like more affluent houses. They'll say, "Oh, that's so and so's house. That's so and so's house," and we came up on Scotty, the guy who plays Scotty. We came up on his house, and he was
Oh,
actually outside with some friends. Like they were outside, like cooking out, and I mean, he waved and everything, and I was like, "Nigga, Scotty."
oh, Scott Baldwin, slime ball.
Good old Scott Baldwin, yes. No, you know what? I just told y'all a fib. It wasn't Scott. It was Corbin. Corbin Burns. Corbin. What's his name? Corbin. He was on soap opera too. He was on General Hospital too. Maybe it was Scotty. But anyway, it was funny because they were just like, and he just happened to be out there. He was with friends, but he waved to us and everything. I'm sure they're used to the boats going by.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to this. So we're waiting to see where this Leslie Marcel situation is going, but I'm here for it.
Me
The
too.
whole clinic, hilarious.
It is.
So let's talk about the teenage storyline. The teenage storyline is this whole cotillion situation, which is it's a very real conversation, but adults probably don't care as much. But I remember when it was cotillion season, baby, I didn't want to do my cotillion. I remember fighting with my mama over it. I'm not, my family isn't as, rich and elite but we do have a cotillion season. My sister was a debutante. I was a debutante. And I remember how big of a deal it was for my mom.
So you said it's not. I think it was a big deal with the Beyond the Gates fans because there was a big, huge debate last week about.
Really?
Yes, there was a big debate. People were, talking about how stupid Tyrell was and how he's letting Jessica get in his head. But then there were other people like me, and some of the people in the chat agreed with me. Tyrell made some good points with that cotillion and about the cotillion, and also like now I didn't agree with him about the fraternities and the sororities, but he did make some very valid points about the cotillion, and I agreed with him. Girl, not Karen, not Karen, but he made some very valid points about the cotillion. It was like
Don't be a hater.
I'm not hating. I love Karen. I just
The Grand Dame. Nah, I just forgot to change it.
I love Karen, but I'm not gonna forgive Karen no time soon because I'm still pissed off at Karen for lying to us about that fucking girl. You were on camera, but neither here nor there. But so yeah, people were upset saying that Tyrell was wrong and all this kind of stuff. Now, what I was upset about was the fact that Martin was telling him to respect his grandmother, but she's the one that asked him about his opinions. But so people, like I said, so people were upset saying that he's wrong because the cotillions do this, the cotillion, which I know what a cotillion is, and I know what a cotillion is for, right? But I do agree with him. It kind of is. It is a little bit of the haves versus the have-nots because if they were still with June, those kids wouldn't be a part of no damn cotillion. A mother on drugs and a absentee father, I don't think those kids would be a part of a cotillion. Now, you don't have to be rich to be at a cotillion. I know that as well. But most times, because Nicole was like, we sponsor kids, but I'm like, don't y'all sponsor like 1 or 2 kids a year?
So valid points are being made, right? The flip side, though, is are these your thoughts or are these her thoughts?
That was my thing. I hated it. It's not his thoughts. It was just
because valid points are being made. But let me say this, and this is going to be an elitist thing that I'm getting ready to say.
Go ahead.
No, I'm trying to, because here's the thing. I don't want it to come out rude, but it's going to come out rude. There are rites of passage in every society.
Correct.
For the Black middle class, rich upper class bourgeoisie, this was a rite of passage. It traces all the way back. There's some good connections to it. There's some not so great connections to it.
Correct.
But it's no different than a quinceañera. It's
Mm-hmm.
no different than a bar mitzvah. It is a rite of passage connected to what social group you are in.
Mm-hmm.
So again, this is the part that's going to sound elitist. If you are from a social community that it's not a part of, then it's just not a part of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I think it was so important to my mom, because it wasn't something that she was able to do. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't that part of what parents want for their kids, is to put their kids in a position or put them in a place where they weren't
right?
You know what I mean? So yes, is it a bougie thing? Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's about putting you in a room with the people, with the community, right? So that's going to build your success. Mm-hmm. Going to Harvard isn't about getting a Harvard degree. Going to Harvard is about meeting other people who are at Harvard. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The degree is secondary.
It's the network you build.
Right. So somebody asked me, did I appreciate it after the fact? Not really. I mean, if I'm being honest, no. But because that's just not who I am. That's not my personality.
Right.
You know? But were there people, did I, rub elbows? Was I in the room with? Yeah. But again, it's different strokes for different folks. What I hate is, and I know that they're kids, but what I hate is respect what I want to do, even if it's not what you want to do.
Right.
You know?
That was my issue with him. Your sister want to do it. Don't knock, like the age was saying, don't yuck on someone's yum. And that's what he was doing. And again, like I said, he had valid points, and Nicole had valid points, because Nicole was telling him like the benefits of it, because this is, yes, she's like, I get what you're saying, but it's also about, community. It's also about uplifting and, putting Black people in, community with each other, so that way we can benefit from each other, which I like, that's why I say, I get the benefits of the cotillions and all that kind of. I get the benefits of. I know the benefits of it. Yeah. But like it some of it. I mean, it can come off a little bit elitist, and it's some places you might find more elite. Like, especially if you got your super rich people, they're gonna definitely look down on you.
And to be fair, cotillions are just like, they're different. There are different levels. It's like, it's almost like a ball, right? Like when we think about like the different types of balls on, what's that show? Bridgerton, right? It's like, so they're different levels. They're different. All cotillions aren't the same, and all cotillions aren't on the same level. So the cotillion they're talking about is probably the cream of the crop, the top of the line, the boom, boom, boom. That doesn't mean that there aren't other cotillions. Because I mean, I can tell you the cotillion that I was a part of was not probably their cotillion. But I mean, is it elitism? Yeah, it is. But I think the world is elite.
Absolutely.
We live in a have and have not world. I mean, I hate to say it.
This is a capitalist world.
People don't like that, but that's real. That's real. Now, if you, and when I say you, I'm not talking about anybody in particular, I'm just saying in general, if you choose to say, well, I don't want to be a part of that culture, I respect that. And I respect that this young lady is saying, I don't want to be a part of this culture. My problem, though, is now you want to take away, or you want to put down the people who do want to be a part of it. And she was nasty about it, because let me tell you something. She was 2 seconds from getting slapped when he told her about Anita having cancer. And she was like, oh, well, at least you don't have to deal with this cotillion. What?
That was so rude.
And he told her, I love that he checked her. He definitely checked her.
Like, my grandmother that's not something that's good. My grandmother is sick.
Right. Like, this is not about a cotillion. Right. Somebody in the chat said, I hate a cotillion. Yeah. I mean, listen. Now I will say this: I learned things in going through the training for cotillion
Mhm.
that was very much something that I use today. Like even like the etiquette of it.
Mhm.
That was that's been very useful to me when I find myself in certain rooms or I find myself in certain spaces, like knowing what fork to
What
use,
fork should
knowing
you
right, knowing how
got
to
fork
do
and dinner
certain
fork?
things, like even something as simple as letting a waiter know when you're done with your food. Something as simple as that a lot of people don't know how you should let a waiter know that you're done with your food. Now, when you at the Applebee's, doesn't matter, no, because the waiter probably wasn't trained at the Applebee's to know what that means. But when you're at, Steak 48, it kind of does matter because they have been trained for that. You know what I mean? When you at Del Frisco's, you kind of need to know that kind of stuff. So, I mean, that kind of stuff, yeah, you
Okay.
know,
I don't
but
know if cotillions. I mean, I think they do have them in my hometown, but I don't think they're as
they
big.
probably have them.
They're not as big with us.
Oh, look, I thought my nose was bleeding. That's lipstick. My hand hit my lip. I'm like, oh no, my nose is bleeding because
But
my
yeah,
nose is running.
but
But
I mean, he had valid points, and so did Nicole. My problem in that whole conversation was him listening to Jessica, and
yeah,
also Martin not allowing him to speak, thinking he's being rude. How am I being rude if somebody asks me for my fucking opinion? That's not being rude. Now you can be rude in how you respond to people, but he wasn't coming off rude.
yeah, I think Martin is just very Martin is. We know Martin is real anal. He's real old school. He's real anal. You know what I'm saying?
But it was a good conversation to have.
It was a good conversation. And again, I can respect the fact that Jessica doesn't want. But here's the thing: people like Jessica, though. Let me tell you, girls like Jessica will be real quick to push aside these norms and push aside these things of that elite life that you have lived, but
Mhm.
you won't have no problem. You feel okay living that lifestyle. Like you're gonna go to UCLA, you don't have to go. You don't have to apply for a student loan. I bet you'll let your parents pay for that tuition at UCLA. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like if you don't like the lifestyle, you don't like the lifestyle. Your parents have probably worked their ass off to provide this elite lifestyle for you that you are now looking your nose down on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Quake said they're big in Dallas. I think most cities have them. You just have to be
Well,
tapped
like
into it.
I'm a country boy. I'm from a very country. I'm from the country, so that's why I say I don't think it's big for us because I'm from a country town in East Texas. Oh, and also shout out to thank you, Miss Bay, for saying congratulations on getting my channel back. Thank you, y'all. It was a ordeal, but we back up and running. But yeah, I'm from a small town, so I know that they do them in my hometown, but it's I know that they do them, but it's not like super duper big for like people that I know. It wasn't big for us. It was more so for them than us.
Right. And that's the other thing too. They did start in white society, but but black folk took it and make it their own,
Yeah.
made it their own because they weren't invited to the cotillions. You know what I mean? So they took their own and they created their own.
And that's what I
Um,
do like. And then also like in my hometown, so it's it seems segregated. My hometown seems segregated, but it's not really. It's black and Hispanic people are on one side of town, like the east, the north, and the west end of my hometown. And then the richer, white people, richer black people, they live in the south side of my hometown. So if it's big in my hometown, it's bigger in the south side of our town
mhm.
versus the areas that, most black people and Hispanic people live in.
And I'm gonna say this: most, if not all, I can't speak for every single chapter, but most D9s have some form of a cotillion slash coming out type situation with that's embedded in their chapter. So most grad chapters have something, and that's across the country. Now, do they use the word cotillion? Maybe not, but most D9 um grad chapters have something because they have youth, all of them have youth programs, and most of them have some sort of coming again rite of passage coming out.
Yeah. It's placing a
So
word
even
called
if you're
shit.
in a part of the country where you may not hear the word cotillion or something, I
Yeah.
bet you if you look on the website for your grad chapters, for any of your D9 grad chapters, you will see something.
Now I know that they like have debutante balls and all that kind of stuff.
It's the same thing. A
Yeah.
cotillion is a debutante ball. It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah. I figured it was the same thing, just different names.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, we have balls and all that kind of stuff. I never wanted to be a part of that stuff.
Right, and there it is. And that's the
I
thing
never
too,
wanted to
like
be
I
a part
said,
of it
you
because
know,
I never wanted to be a part of it because it like I have a little cousin and my aunt and my uncle, they spoiled her. She was in private school and all that kind of stuff, and she attended that stuff. And when I saw how they would do, I'm like, that's just too bougie for me. And I'm not a bougie person. I'm just a down to earth.
right. And I know that y'all call me bougie, but I don't think I'm a bougie person either.
I'm
I
just
know
down to
y'all.
earth.
I don't know why y'all call me bougie. I
Now,
really
now,
don't.
now, what I will say is, I personally don't consider, I don't call myself bougie, but my family and friends would say, "Boy, you are bougie as well." I guess,
I think we lower the bar on what bougie
I
is.
guess as I gotten older, I have gotten a little
I
bougie.
don't think I'm bougie.
I don't think I am bougie, but people will tell me you do have a little bougie attitude. I'm like, really?
I don't think so.
Some of my friends will say, yeah, you are a little bit on the bougie side, but that's why I didn't want to do the
Quake said
debutante.
bougie B.
That's why I didn't want to do the debutante balls and all that because they are definitely big, and because I actually lived across the street from where they would hold the debutante balls, and I'm just like, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, it don't
Right.
because one, I don't like wearing suits and stuff like that.
Thank you, Harold.
I don't like wearing suits. If I don't have to wear a suit, I won't. And I'm not that I like to be comfortable in whatever I'm wearing. And a suit just don't make me feel comfortable. So because I like I said, I could have done I just chose not. I'm like, that's not my style. That ain't for me. It's too uppity. And I'm not
Right.
uppity like
Right.
that.
Montrez, it's pretty much the same. I mean, I haven't looked up the definition for each one, but a debutante ball and a cotillion are pretty much the same thing. It's about, it's I'm sure the definitions are a difference without a distinction. They're probably very similar, but they're the same mindset. It's the same thing. All right, let me finish this up, y'all. We're gonna be ready for traders. I gotta put a load of clothes in the wash, child, before I do my traders. All right. We did Leslie. I don't know how we got on the debutante. Oh no, we were talking about the
We were
kids.
talking about the
Never
kid.
mind. Okay, we talked about that. Andre talks to Ted. We got that. The Mardi Gras party, Cat. We talked about that. Bill and Danny.
Oh God. I don't even want to talk about that.
I'm about to say I don't care. I don't have nothing to say about that. Ashley and her new man, the lab tech. What his name? Sebastian. What the man name? Grayson. Grayson.
She had a little one night stand too.
Yes, I said okay, Ashley. I see you, girl.
I do too. You not so you coming.
Now I will say this though, he sort of came out of nowhere. I mean, what do we think? What are we thinking, y'all?
I like him so far.
Did you see when Derek had that nigga on the elevator? It was like,
That's
so
why. That
how
was
you
why
know
I rolled my
Ashley?
eyes.
Now what I didn't know was he not answering questions about Ashley because he was like, who were you talking to me about, Ashley? Or is he a player? He was like, oh, I don't know who that is. I done met so many people. So I couldn't tell if he was just being player, like if he was just like, I don't know you like that and I'm not answering questions, or if he really is on some player stuff. What you
I
think?
couldn't tell either. I was thinking it was more along the lines of who are you talking to me about? Like, why are we having this conversation about her?
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
But I don't know. But I was annoyed with Derek. I was like, dude, y'all broke up. Why do you care who she's?
And Ben broke up. I mean, they ain't been together in a minute. Like this, they been broke up.
And then he ran to Jan. I was like, oh my God, Derek, go to hell.
And Jan, how you gonna roll up on your daughter at work and question her about her love life? She is a grown ass woman.
But what I did find funny was Shanice with her blouse inside out.
Baby, now listen, we're gonna talk about Shanice and Ted in a minute. We're gonna talk about Shanice and Ted in a minute. But I was like, Jan, get on my nerves. I already lost all respect for you, Jan, because you could be bored. You could be bored with a ticket to Winterfest, okay? Because you let Leslie back in because
too quickly.
Right. And I really feel like you let Leslie back in because if Leslie was still broke as Leslie, I don't know.
It's because of this.
That's what I said. If she was still broke ass Leslie.
But
Go ahead.
it was weird to me that she went up to the girl's job. So you got a boyfriend and you didn't tell me? Girl, what? Mama, get the...
But how about that could have been a text message? Like you really had to... You had no life. You really had to run down to her job in front of everybody talking about her love life. Like, come on, ma'am.
I would have told my mama, girl, if you don't go home and leave me the hell alone,
I wish my mama would have showed up at my job.
I'd be like, girl, I'm at work. Go home. Don't you got a man? Go worry about him.
Baby, in all my life, my mother has only come to my job one time, and that was when she was invited. She came to my job to speak to the children. My daddy has been in my job when I first started working. If my car broke down or something, when my dad was still working, if he needed to give me a ride to work, baby, that has been the extent of that.
The only time my mama ever came to my job was to bring me something. If I left something at home, this was bringing me something, and I called her, like, hey, mom, I left something at home. I need you to bring it to me. She would bring it to me. That would be the only time my mama would come to my job if I left something. But to come see me and talk, no, girl, we don't do that. And I used to work when I was in high school, I worked at the mall. She never came out there.
Didn't they say that Derek was leaving the show? Somebody said Derek got to go.
He's off contract. I think he's off recurring contract, so he's not.
So he's just going to be like showing up from time to time.
Right.
Okay. Now I think Jan wants Derek for herself. Ooh.
She can have him, and they can run off.
I'm about to say, yeah, I can have that. All right, well, since y'all want to go ahead and get to it, let's get to Shanice and Ted. Now, let me say something. I'm warming up to Shanice and Ted.
Oh, I've been there.
Let me say this. I like Shanice and Ted. I just don't like...
You don't like the aesthetic of it.
I don't like because again...
she works at the hospital with him and Nicole.
I wouldn't even cared about her working at the hospital with Nicole. I don't like the fact that they tried to make Shanice and Nicole friends. Like, it'd have been cool if she was just nurse. Because it's like, okay, but I mean, you trying to set Nicole up on dates. You calling her by her first name. I don't know, like,
I get it.
But I like it. I like them. I think they're cute. I love that scene in his office where they was about to let it go. Ooh. And I love how Ted was like, no. I'm not doing this.
I wanted more.
Right. We're not doing no quickie on my couch. Like, you are better than that. I loved that. I loved how he caught himself and was like, I'm not doing this.
Have respect.
Right. Like, I want you.
It was so cute.
But I want you the right way.
Because when he asked him, like, when are you free? She said, let me check my calendar.
Tomorrow. It was cute.
I said, I know that's right.
It was cute. And then she tried to be all professional with her scrubs inside out, child.
I was looking at that. I'm like, her scrubs are on the inside out. And I was like, I thought I was tripping because I'm like, I'm like, so nobody's going to say what I think I'm looking at is that her scrubs are on backwards. And then Ashley said it. I was like, okay, I knew I wasn't tripping because you could see them. I'm like, girl,
right. It was cute. It was cute.
She was flustered by Ted. I was like,
right. She was flustered.
Let me ask you a question. Because I know that, do you think that it would be the same chemistry with the other Ted as opposed to this one? Because these two have chemistry with each other.
They do have chemistry. I don't know. It would be I don't know. It would be hard for me to see it.
And that's
I think this, so y'all, I know a lot of y'all are still missing Turtleneck Ted, but I wasn't mad about Turtleneck Ted leaving because I didn't think he was a great actor. I think the new Ted is a better actor.
Like, I don't think I will be able to see them two together, but her and Keith, I see it. I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, Harold, I never had a problem with Keith Robinson coming in as Ted. I'm gonna be honest. I never did.
I love Keith.
Yeah. So we are here for the Shanice Ted hookup. Now the question is, what is Nicole's reaction gonna be when she find out? That's gonna be the question. Y'all think Nicole is gonna?
But it will be hypocritical if she gets mad. It's gonna be hypocritical because you can't get mad. Nicole can't feel no type of way.
She don't have no right to get mad.
Because Ted was trying to win you back, but you, and rightfully so, you don't want him back. rightfully so. I'm not saying that she had to take him back, but he was trying to win you. Well, was he really trying to win her back? No. His words were saying he wanted to
He
win.
wasn't really working that hard.
He
He
was.
wasn't, in my opinion. Y'all know how I felt about that. That he was
His
not working hard
words,
enough.
his words, and his words were saying, his actions were saying otherwise. But Nicole ain't got no reason to be mad because I mean, girl, you are literally dating his best friend and his business partner. At least with Shanice, it ain't like somebody that, well, y'all probably have known her for years because y'all work in the hospital. But I don't know if she's been to your house, holiday parties, or nothing like that. Nicole can be in her feelings all she want, but girl, I mean, it's tit for tat at this point.
Oh, I agree. I don't think she has a right to be upset. I'm just wondering if she will be. But you know. All
But
right. All
that
right. So
that cuckoo bird's gonna have. You think Nicole gonna have a problem? It ain't really Nicole that we got to worry about. It's that cuckoo bird Leslie.
oh yeah, Leslie is gonna be the problem. But listen, I think Shanice has got time.
Leslie gonna be the issue.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't gonna like Niecy with her man.
Nuh-uh, not J Love said I haven't trusted Ted since he helped put Effie out of the group. If you know, you know.
Everybody say that.
Oh, y'all so silly. Okay, now this is literally in my notes, y'all. I wrote in my notes, I'm over Bill and Haley. I literally wrote that in my notes. At this point, I don't care. I don't care about Haley poisoning Bill. They have let this drag on too long. I lost interest after Bill passed out and her ass act like she didn't know what to do. You
Mhm.
have been trying to kill this man. You thought he was dead. What you mad about?
Can I say something?
Go for it.
I did like the fact that he put her on her place though this week.
That he did what?
He put her on her place when she was coming at
But he
Danny.
definitely got her
He
together.
put her. He got her together. I was like, "Come on, Bill." Now, y'all know I still don't fuck with Bill, but I was like, "Come on, Bill." Now
Oh,
I
he got
told
her
y'all
together.
also, and I also told y'all when he said, I knew that they were tricking, playing with people. When he said he wasn't gonna drink no more of that
Oh,
poison,
I knew. Oh, yeah, I knew that wasn't
they
real.
were
Yeah,
playing
I
with
knew
us.
that was. I knew he hadn't really. I knew he wasn't really done with it.
He was playing. They were playing with us, but he put Haley in her place. The problem I'm having now with Haley is, and I think it's the fact, and I think I've said this before. I think it's the fact that we now know what Haley's ulterior motive is. So her now playing this jealous slash doting wife on her husband is getting old for me.
Right. Even the whole thing with her trying to be friends with Nicole. You are. I mean, with Naomi. You are literally trying to kill her father. Like, what is? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like when she sent her that message. You know, like I really want us to be better. And like, what is wrong? Like,
Now we'll ask you this question. You know that Tomas heard her on the phone when she was talking, when she called Randy up.
oh, and she was like, "Hey, cuz."
Yeah, she called Randy up. She's like, her plan and all this kind of stuff. I wonder what Tomas is gonna do with that.
That's a good question.
I wonder what Tomas is gonna do because we all know how Tomas is. Tomas is an ass kisser trying to get to the top of the food chain with Bill. That could be something that could help him. But he don't know. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he don't know because he didn't hear her say "What's up, cuz," but he did hear her talking about her plan and all this kind of stuff and how she got. What does she got to do? But I'm curious. I thought it was honestly, if anybody's gonna catch Haley up, I think it's gonna be that nosy ass Caroline.
Yeah, because Caroline definitely. I think she's definitely on to Haley.
Especially when she snapped at her that last time.
Yeah, and the way she threw the tea and slapped at her. Yeah. Yeah. Jessica, I agree with you. Bill handled Haley, but the problem is Haley isn't really wrong. Bill is doing all of this to try and weasel his way back in with Danny. He's not just doing it about his daughters. I agree, and I said that from the beginning. These y'all act like y'all are co-parenting. These are grown ass women. They have cars, they have phones, they have they can
Girlfriends and
like they
husbands.
do not need to include Danny or Ted in their relationships with the other one. Like if they were kids, maybe. These are grown as kids. There's no because Danny even said something else about, well, me and Bill are co-parenting. No, you're not co-parenting.
Your kids are grown as hell.
Naomi is married and old enough to have her own kids. She don't want none, but both of your children are old enough to have their own kids. There is no, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, y'all doing too much.
I mean, I get and wanting to include Bill and Ted since this is such a serious topic to discuss, like potentially having a gene that could, increase your chances of getting cancer, but not to the magnitude that they're making it. Because y'all talking like y'all like got toddler kids.
Oh, now that's who has the key to the kingdom. Lola said Joey is the one that actually has the keys. Because Joey knows the connection between Haley and Randy. It's just the thing that Joey thinks that they're actually having an affair, which they're not. But he knows.
He knows something. We don't know the full logistics of it. Child.
Pam is crazy. We can't. Pam is crazy.
Somebody mentioned Pamela earlier this week, and they were like, "Where's Pamela at?" And then her she come out, I was like, "Oh God, here come Pamela." I would like Pamela more if she would just ditch that accent.
I think I need her to just make up her mind on choose one. like choose one accent, because ma'am, you have given us 4. Yeah, we can't pay attention to Pam. Pam is all over the place, child.
She is.
All right. Bill and Joey, we kind of touched on that a little bit. Joey went to Bill to make sure everything was on the up and up with this clinic, but Bill is also side-eyeing Joey like,
why are you working with Leslie?
Right. We already talked about this. Terrell, the cotillion, the girlfriend. Eva and Kat, I'm gonna be honest, I'm over this too. First of all, I get it that listen, Ted wants y'all to be friends. Y'all know y'all not gonna be friends. Let it go. Ted can just live in his fantasy world that everything, like that's what makes life easier for Ted. That's not what makes life easier for everybody else. And I feel like we have debated that to death on how we feel about Kat and Eva and Kat. And I don't think it's gonna change. And when Eva was like, "Well, I just want you to know that I'm here if you need me." What on this side of heaven makes you think that Kat would ever call you for anything? Kat would crawl on her hands and knees, starving to Timbuktu before she would ask you for shit. And so again, I get it, Ted. You want the girls to be friends because that makes your life easier.
Right.
They don't like each other.
Child, here's the thing for me.
Oh, you know what? Damn it, Jaguar. I said 4:30. I keep forgetting that we are on different time zones.
It's 3:30. If it's
Hold on.
If it's 4:30 for you, it's 3:30 Eastern. It's 3:30 for Central Time, and
So then it would be. Hold on. Did I set it for 3:30? Because I need to change it to 4:30. Because it's 4:30, Jaguar. If I set it for 3:30, I need to change it. My apologies. Hold on, y'all. Let me change it. My bad. Let me change it. I didn't even set it for anything. I never even set up a Traders one.
Well, you said 4:30 time when somebody asked you about it.
Hold on, let me call, because now y'all got me confused because I haven't even set anything up on my StreamYard. It's at 38. It's 3:38 Eastern Standard Time. Oh shit.
Yeah, because it's 2:30 for me, so it's 3:30 for you.
Hold on.
I think you said 3:30 or 4:30. I forgot what time you said.
I thought I said 4:30. Hold on. I don't even know where y'all are getting that time from because I haven't even set it up.
Oh, you just said okay.
No, I'm Eastern Standard Time. I said 4:30 Eastern Standard Time.
So 4:30 your time. So
4:30 my time. I don't know what time zone y'all in.
So an hour from now, y'all. Right? Because it's 3:30 for you, right?
Right. I said 4:30 my time. It's only 3:30 here.
So y'all an hour from now.
Yeah, so I got another hour, y'all. So y'all got me confused. I was like, huh?
So a whole hour from now, y'all.
It's 4:30 my time, y'all. So right.
4:30 for her, 3:30 for me. And
right, so it'll be 3:30. Right. So it's 2:30 where you are now, right, baby? Yeah. So Jaguar, I don't know what time zone you in, baby. You got me confused. I'm confused now. Yeah, it's 4:30 my time. So I got another hour.
Yeah.
Not even
What
a full
episodes
hour
are you?
now.
Before we get back into what episodes are you doing?
We're doing 4 and 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about Cat too. So with Cat, when Eva said I'll be here for you, I was like, girl, there is no way in hell, and I'm speaking for me. Girl, there is no way in hell I would reach out to you. We don't like each other.
And I don't understand why y'all keep trying to make it a thing. Like, whether people agree or disagree, that is how Kat feels, and she's not changing it. And Eva, stop. Just stop.
Yeah,
She don't like you.
she don't.
Okay, Jaguar. Thank you, boo.
Yeah,
She
she
doesn't
don't.
like you. And here's the reality. She doesn't have to.
But the problem is you're talking to her about Chelsea, who is her cousin, that is almost like her sister. You don't have a connection with either one of them. So why would I reach? That's like somebody's who don't know me and my cousin, who we are my cousins. We're like this, right? And I say, let's like me posting on Facebook saying, pray for my cousin, and she's going through something right now. And somebody DM me like, I'm here for you, bitch. I don't know you. What? And you can reach out to me anytime. I don't know you, or if it's somebody that I don't like. Thank you for your condolence. Thank you for telling me you empathize, sympathize with me, and don't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm here for you if you need me." I don't fuck with you. Why would I reach out to you? That's weird to me. I get her wanting to do it because of Ted, but girl, Cat. Cat don't fuck with you. Cat don't like you. Why would you expect anything different?
Exactly.
That's like going up to a
So
snake to
I
pet
didn't
it.
understand why Eva got. Why are you mad? What you mad about?
Exactly. You know how
Because
she is.
she has not made any bones about how she feels about you.
Not at all.
And whether people agree or disagree or like how, girl, she don't like you. And she's never, I mean, never's a strong word, but not no time soon.
As of right now, it ain't gonna happen no time soon.
No time soon.
That's like going up to a snake trying to pet it and hope it don't bite you. It's a snake. Which I probably want a good comparison for Cat, but hey, it is what it is. But some of y'all think Cat is a snake, anyways. But hey, but even just delusional, in my personal opinion. Like, girl, you knew there is nothing that you thought good could come from that conversation. You could have left it at, I know that that's a lot for you and Chelsea because how close you guys are, and left it at that, and be like, I hate that you're going through this, and leave it at that. Don't say I'm here for you. No, you're not. You will never be here for me. Like I would sooner starve before I ask you for fucking help.
Yeah, she was starved first. So I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why you're mad about it. Like,
Me
whatever.
either. And then her and Isaiah.
I mean, I like her and Isaiah. I think they're cute. I mean, it is what it is. We already talked about Grayson and that we talked about Ted and Shanice.
Mhm.
Anything that I forgot to mention or I didn't put in my notes? I feel like we kind of covered for the most part. Anything in the chat, you guys, that we didn't cover that y'all wanted us to touch on? Did I skip over anything or miss anything?
I think we got everything. Now, I want to. I see a comment where it's Jessica who says they should just ignore each other. Kat has done that. Kat did that at the Christmas party. And here's the funny thing: people get upset with, and this ain't me windmilling for Kat, but I just noticed that Kat can do nothing wrong or right. If Kat ignores Eva, it's like, oh, she just sat there and ignored her like she wasn't even there. But then if she says something to Eva, oh my God, Kat is so rude to Eva. It's like, what do y'all want her to do? Do you want her to be rude to the girl or ignore the girl?
Like I said, when I looked at that TikTok, that reminded me of all of the things that Kat knows about Eva that the writers aren't bringing up. That's when I was kind of like, you know what? I'm not saying I'm Team Cat because Cat still irritates my soul, but I 100% support Cat. The
Mhm.
fact that we know that Cat knows that Eva came on to Tomas before they even slept together and Tomas rebuffed her. The fact that Kat knows that Eva had something to do with running Laura off the road because
Mhm.
she found the motorcycle helmet. Like the fact that she has all of this information,
Mhm.
I can understand adding on to the other stuff, like adding on to the fact that you are, the the bastard spawn of my father's illicit affair. That I said that in my cat voice. That was in my cat voice. So like when you add all that stuff together, I 100% understand why Cat don't fuck with you. Like I get it, Cat don't fuck with you.
Right. And that's my thing. It's like, again, I go back to what I just said a minute ago. It's like, what do people want from Kat? Do you want her to ignore Eva, or do you want her to go back and forth with Eva? Because it's going to be either one. It's going to be one of the two. And I would prefer for Kat to ignore her. But again, some people just be like, oh, she's so, which, again, people say Kat is rude, which she is rude. I'm not going to sit there and hold y'all and deny that Kat is rude, because she absolutely 100% is rude. But what do
Cat
you
is
want from
rude,
her?
and the reality is Cat's rude to everybody. I mean, more so to Eva, yeah, but Cat's rude to everybody. Everybody gets it from Cat. She listen, even Anita had to check her. Remember, she got spicy with Anita, and Anita had to be like, "Oh, I'm still your grandmother."
Mm-hmm.
Like, so Cat is nasty. I'm sorry, I'm not going to make an excuse for that,
Right.
but
I do think the writers are foreshadowing a situation where Kat is going to need Eva in a life or death.
I'm not sure. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I do think that the writers are trying to give us that, but I can't imagine any scenario where Kat would go to Eva. Now I can see them being stuck in a situation together and having to work. Like if they get locked in a closet together and they got to work together. Like I can see something like that. I cannot see a scenario where Kat needs Eva.
Because I mean, she has, and this is, although I don't like the half brother, half sister thing, but this is even this is true. Eva's her half sister, and Martin is her. They share a mother and a father together. So if anything life or death came about for Kat, I would think that Martin would be more of a match for her for anything life or death, as opposed to Eva, where they only share one specific side of their DNA.
Yeah, I agree, Harold. I think Ted just needs to let this again. This is about Ted and this is about him soothing his own guilt. Like if everybody gets along, it makes him feel better. This isn't about what's going to make Kat feel better. This is about what makes him feel better.
Yeah, I'm so sick of that fan theory about them being switched at birth.
I don't think they are.
Oh
I
God,
thought
I'm
we
so
had let
sick of
that go. They still talking about that?
They are. They keep bringing it up. Somebody last week was like, they feel like Eva is gonna have to get tested for this BRCA gene, and somebody in the comments was like, "Why would she get tested for the BRCA gene when Nicole tested negative for it? If Nicole were her mother,
I don't like that storyline. I
it's
know,
it,
I know, I know we bounced it around. I feel like we talked about it and we figured out that like
it's not,
timeline wise that just
yeah,
wouldn't work.
timeline is
The
nonsensical.
timeline just doesn't work, y'all. They're not the same age.
They they are the same age. They're just not. They're just a week apart. They're the same age. They just a week. Kat's birthday is 1 week, and then Eva's is the week after. I think they're both. I think they are the same age.
I thought their birthdays were around each other, but they weren't the same. But they weren't born at the same time.
I think they're. I
I
think
thought they
they're.
were a different age.
I
Maybe
think they're.
not.
I think they're the same age. I just think that they're a week apart.
Huh.
And also, Leslie was in Chicago. Remember, Leslie was in Chicago because Bill and Ted ran her out of town. So, but and I asked this person who made the comment. I was like, "Why do you think that that's the case?" I get this is a soap opera, but they gonna have to really, really write a banging storyline for that, because you want me to believe, as crazy, even as crazy as Leslie is, why would she give up her child to raise Nicole's child?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's a soap opera. Anything is possible, but I doubt it. This, to me, that's a stretch. I don't know. And they've given us nothing. I mean, they've given us nothing. No hint. No nothing. I
And
don't
that's why I
know.
said it's been almost a year. We ain't got nothing else from that. I
Yeah,
know
I don't think so, y'all. I think we can. I mean, listen, it's a soap opera, so I never say
you
never,
had.
but
I
I
don't
think we
see
need to
it.
let it go. Even with the BRCA gene situation, in order for me to buy that, then for me, they would have had to give the gene to Nicole so that Martin and Kat would have to get tested and then somehow put Eva in the mix. But
Yeah,
for the fact that they gave it to Danny, which means that Danny's kids are now the ones at risk, it takes that out of the realm too.
Yeah. Now, somebody did mention in the comments that did we talk about Naomi?
We didn't. So yeah, that's the last thing we need to talk about. So Danny, like we talked about, Danny does have the gene, which means that the girls had to get tested. Chelsea's test came back. She's in the clear. However, Naomi is acting really weird, acting really, it's almost as if they made it seem like Naomi read her results and she's good, but it doesn't feel like Naomi is good. I think Naomi's lying, and I think Naomi absolutely got the gene. What do you think?
I do too. I think she got the gene. Because the look on her face, it said, I was like, yeah, no, I think you got it. And you just don't want to tell everybody, which is kind of
Because
goes.
even when they were at the club and she was like, I got the chef to make all of Chelsea's favorite foods and stuff. It's almost like she's not even including herself in the celebration.
Right.
But it can be carried by both parents, and they mentioned that Ted could be a carrier. Why did they mention that Ted could be a carrier?
How could Ted be a carrier? I'm confused by that.
Now I'm confused. Why would that even be a conversation that Ted would be a carrier? I mean, if we're talking about this is Anita coming from Anita, why would we even be? I mean, when you say it like that, anybody could be a carrier. If you've never been tested for it, anybody could potentially be a carrier if we don't know. So I don't know. That's just, I don't know.
People also said something else that I was thinking about when Naomi.
Oh, Jazzy, that could be it too.
That's what I was thinking. If
she could be pregnant.
That's what I was thinking. If it's not the gene, she's pregnant. Because remember, she did
do what? I actually want that to be the storyline more than I want her.
She did have a pregnancy. She did do a pregnancy. Well, that one came back negative. The one at Ashley.
Oh, okay. They said the BRCA test wouldn't show pregnancy, but isn't it just a blood test?
Yeah, it was a blood test.
That's what they do for pregnancy. They just do a damn blood test.
Because I'm pretty sure something came up.
Because when they test you, don't they test you for all that stuff? It's like when they test my blood, they test for everything. They test for HIV, they test for pregnancy, they test for everything.
Yeah. Because last time I went in for a blood work, they test for, they may test for.
Yeah, when I do my blood work, they test for everything.
Because I had my doctor do a full panel, but he was like, "Do you want me to do a test for HIV and this?" Yeah, test for everything. I know.
Because now they only call you if something's wrong or they see something on your blood work. So generally, when I go back to the doctor, my doctor will say, yeah, your blood, everything came back good with your blood work. Sometimes my doctor will just name a few things, just like a few random things. You're not pregnant. And I'll be looking at her like, girl, I know. Like that kind of stuff. Because they don't even have a reason to test me for pregnancy and they test me. Yeah. I don't even have the equipment to get pregnant. Why are y'all testing me?
Right. The reason why they tested me.
It's automatic. It's a panel. Yeah, it's regular.
It's a panel of tests that they just run for everything.
But they keep using the word blood test, Xavier. They keep saying blood test. So Xavier said it's a gene test. So are they using the wrong medical terminology? Or are they doing that on purpose or by accident? Well, remember how big the conversation was when they thought she was pregnant before. So
it's something in her blood work.
Hey, Miss Disney. Yeah, it's something in her blood work. Either she has the gene or she's pregnant, y'all.
It's something in that blood work. We'll eventually find out because she ain't good at keeping secrets to herself.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna eventually blow up on Jacob, which was gonna.
If she's pregnant, baby, it's about to be a bumpy ride. They're gonna end up getting divorced, child. They're gonna be divorced. They're gonna be divorced.
But he did. So Jabri did say that they are the way that they're writing his storyline this season. He's going in a different direction.
Who?
Jabri, who plays Jacob.
Oh, okay.
Because I follow him on Instagram, so he did say that they are going in a complete. They're moving away from how we saw Jacob season 1.
Oh, okay, so he's not going to be the perfect Boy Scout anymore.
So we're going to get a different version of Jacob.
Well, look who decided to join us at the very end. Where you been?
And they're going to be in one of our chats later this week talking about his Beyond the Gates review.
Right. Lord, y'all, I'm going to be stuck on the boat with Cajun for 3 days.
Good luck to you.
Nah, y'all know I love Cajun. I might throw him overboard, though, but I love my Cajun.
Do it for me.
Not do it for me.
Do it for me.
All right, y'all, we get ready to get out of here so I can go put a load of clothes in the wash and be ready for if you want to hear Traders, the panel will be here at 4:30. I know I'm going to be on my channel, Kiss My Cheeks TV. She's going to stream it on her channel. Ebby's probably going to stream it on her channel too. So y'all meet us on one of those 3 channels. JB, if you watch it between now and then and you want to pop up, you got the link. Or are you in the group with the link? When she posted the link? If not, I'll send you the link. It's no big deal. I can't remember. Look, I got so many damn group chats. I can't remember if it's the group chat with you or the one with Busy. I don't know. But we're gonna do that. And I have been nominated for 3 Starlight Awards. You guys can vote up to 3 times a day. I have put the link at the top of it, should be pinned to the top of the chat. Please take that link and vote for your girl.
Yes.
It's free 99, y'all. And y'all know a lot of us have been nominated. We are going to have a good time in Houston that weekend.
Oh, it's in Houston?
It's in Houston. So JB, yes, absolutely. Is going to be in Houston.
Because I saw that the whether you like it or not panel, since I'm
the whether you like it or not panel is nominated.
Since I'm part of the family.
Yep, I'm nominated for 3 awards.
When is the award?
Scotty, I'll give you that information. It's in June. I think it's like it's either the first or second weekend in June.
Oh, girl, you know I'm there.
So that's what we'll talk offline. But there's a host hotel. I was thinking about either doing like seeing if everybody wanted to get like maybe an Airbnb so we can all just be together. But then there's a host hotel where the actual event is going to be at the hotel. So I was like, might as well just stay at the hotel rather than having to worry about an Airbnb and a rental car and running back and forth. If we could just get on the elevator and go up to our room. So I'm not sure what the room rates are. I'll send you the information though, because it has the hotel information. And I didn't even check to see what the room rates are. But like Scotty's going to probably stay at JoJo's house or something like that. But for the most of us, so I figured we're all at the same hotel. That'll be just as fun if we all at the same hotel hanging out.
Yes.
So you just voted. Thank you, Ravine. So with that being said, y'all, meet me back here in an hour and I will talk to y'all later. You may come if it's not on my birthday weekend. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Cajun, that's your birthday, child. All right, JB, what you got going on your newly restored channel, honey?
So y'all, I'm taking it slow right now because I'm just not. I'm still in the iffy stage when it comes to YouTube, because to wake up and my channel completely be deleted, it just ain't sat right with me. So so honestly, I took the week with my channel got deleted. I just took the week off and said I'm not gonna do anything. I didn't watch anything. Like anything that I watched, it was just for my enjoyment this week. So I didn't take notes on shows. So I'm off tomorrow for MLK Day. So if I do anything, it'll be MLK that I post up. But y'all, the finale of Power was this Friday, which was actually pretty good. So I'll do that maybe. Traitors, I'm gonna do episodes 4 and 5, but it's not gonna be in a live format. It will definitely be pre-recorded. Because let me say this real quick when it comes to the Traitor stuff. I see the think pieces. I think y'all are doing too much with these think pieces about racism and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it's racism. I think it's just the fact that Colton was threatened by Tiffany. Y'all can feel a way about that, but I don't think he was being racist.
I think Colton is just an asshole, and I'm gonna talk about Mr. Colton on I am gonna do a tribe meeting later on today, and we got some stuff to talk about on my tribe meeting. But I think Colton is just an asshole.
I do too, because before we came on here, I was watching Erica De Niro, and somebody came at her because I don't even know anything about Colton either. Like, he's a handsome guy, and y'all talking about, well, he stalked his ex-girlfriend and all this kind of stuff. I don't know that shit. Nobody knows that shit unless you watch The Bachelor. I don't know that. But yeah, so Traitors, I've already done Love After Lockup, which was really a good opening episode to me. Love After Lockup is up, so if you guys want to go watch that, go check it out. Ready to Love, I got to do that at some point. I know I'm weeks behind on Ready to Love, and thank God next week is the finale.
Yes, you ain't missing nothing. I promise you ain't miss shit.
I've been watching. I just didn't feel like reviewing it. And then y'all know Potomac is tonight. Thank God I got my channel back, because I was thinking, I'm like, I do not want to do a pre-recorded video of no damn Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm Potomac, because I'm sick of these bitches at this point. Like, I'm over them women. I'm sick of them. They are getting on my nerves. Bring on Atlanta.
So so tonight I'm gonna do Potomac tonight, and tomorrow I'll do Married to Medicine.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna be for me. Married to Medicine.
Since I'm off tomorrow, yeah, I'll do Married to Medicine tomorrow.
And then
does somebody want to buy me dinner? Anybody? No? Maybe? Okay. Cajun, do you want to buy me dinner?
Yeah, y'all, my channel was deleted on Tuesday morning. at
Yeah.
5 in the morning. It was deleted.
And
So
people were texting me like, "Did you know about JB's channel?" I was like, "No, what are you talking about?"
yeah, it was deleted at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was just random. I wake up to get on YouTube and they say your channel's been deleted for spam,
That's
deceptive practices,
crazy.
and scam. Three things I ain't never done. Like I've been on this shit for 8 years. Y'all ever heard me say anything about click this link?
It's
Click,
AI. I'm telling
it
you,
is.
it doesn't, because again, even with sometimes with some of my videos that they don't monetize, and they're like, oh, because once they do a manual review, then they reinstate it, and it's like,
Exactly.
oh yeah,
That's
there's
what get on
nothing
my
here.
that's
But
what gets on my
you
nerve.
already took my damn monetization.
That's what gets on my nerve. I've gotten to the point now with that. Either I leave the video as private, or if it's just a video that I know ain't gonna get that many views, I just go ahead and put
Cajun,
it.
I'm joking, baby. I'm joking. I'm joking. I have a
But yeah,
taste. I've been on this Asian kick, and I have a taste for Japanese, like hibachi. Oh, I got a
oh,
taste
that
for
sounds
some
so good.
hibachi.
That sounds so good.
I've been on this Asian probably since before Christmas.
Okay.
And I've been listen, I've been getting it in with my chopsticks and everything, honey.
Now I don't know how to use chopsticks though, but
But that's the thing. I for a long time I could not use chopsticks. All of a sudden now I got it. I got it. Like I can eat with chopsticks for real, y'all.
that's
I
good.
think that's part of what it is. I think I get ramen. I had ramen. That's what I had over Christmas, and I had ramen twice over Christmas, and I just been on this kick ever since, and I got a taste for it. But I'm joking. I mean, if I can go buy it myself, I was just playing.
Yeah, that's all
But
I
I
got.
do have a taste for it.
But yeah, that's all I got. Oh, there's nothing for me to appeal, Raven. I got
It's
my
back
channel back.
now.
It's back now.
Thank
They
God.
they denied my appeal, but I'm back now.
Yeah,
I didn't
because
know
they
because
realized that they made a mistake. Because again,
absolutely,
it's AI
it's a
flag, and that's
bot.
why I said it just makes me nervous because it's not a human doing it.
Mm-mm.
Because literally they were like spam and it he does reviews.
And I had to explain that, and that was the frustrating part is I had to explain to them what I do on my channel, and I had to explain what I do on my channel and why I thought they were wrong. Not my no. Take that back. Why I knew they were wrong. But we're back. But yeah, you guys. Give me some time, you guys. That's what I will say. Just give me a little bit of
Okay,
time.
we'll be on it. Just set y'all notifications. That's all.
Yeah, give me a little bit of time because, like I said, and now I see how Bondi and Funky and even felt when their channels were deleted. I really see how they felt, but I know
Mm-hmm.
it was worse for them because that's their primary source of income.
Yeah.
But from and I'm that's why I wasn't so because really B was mad, upset for me. Don was mad for me. Scotty was mad. Everybody was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Y'all, I'm okay." I was okay.
I was mad. I was mad.
I was like, y'all, I'm okay, and the reason why I was okay because like I was like, you know what, I'm so thankful because I had been thinking about like maybe maybe quitting my job and doing YouTube and other stuff full time. But after that, I was like, you know what, I don't have I can't do that. I cannot do that to myself because I see how Bondi them felt when their channels were deleted. Like we put in all this work for our channel. Like it's a lot to even get monetized. I know that they've changed it since most of us have done it, but it's still a lot.
It's
Like
still a lot, and I always said, and I'm gonna say this, and then I gotta go.
yeah,
But I always said for me, there's a goal that I have in my mind that I want to make per month on YouTube.
hmm
Once I meet that goal, then what I've said to myself is if I can do it for 12 months consistently, 12 months consistently, then I would think about quitting my job. But
yeah,
until I can meet that goal, and let's be clear, I'm not at that goal yet. I'm not even close to that goal
me
yet.
either. And that's why I want
But
to
if
quit my
I
job.
can, now I have a goal for this year. Like I have a financial goal of how much I want to make this month.
hmm
How much I want to make this month. I mean, per month. So by the end of this year, if I'm making a certain amount per month, and then the amount that I have in my head is double that amount.
Right.
So
I want to make double my income with my job because
yeah, because think about it, you have to now pay for your own insurance and all
that's
that stuff
that's it. I want to make double
yeah.
because
Because I've talked to people who have done it full time that are at that point where they can but you start thinking about all that stuff like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Oh shit, I didn't think
I
about
make good
that.
money with my job and it's I'm like I make good money. So I was like,
Right.
I want to make at least 3 times my yearly make, 3 times what I bring home each paycheck. And if I can get to that point with any, because I do other things outside of YouTube and outside of my job.
And
So
I
I'm
tell
like,
you what, if I had stayed in DCPS, like I did 10 years in DC. If I had never left DCPS, which I'm glad I did, I don't regret leaving, but if I had never left DCPS, I literally would only be like 3 years away from early retirement. I wouldn't get my full retirement, but I would have over 30 years.
Cajun, I hate you
What
sometimes.
Cajun say?
Y'all get really beat to her goal of $15.20 per month.
On that note, good night. Now you can buy me. Now you can buy me dinner. You send me that $15.20 because I want Japanese hibachi, and that costs like 40 something dollars. So now that you want to be smart, there, yeah. So I'm poor. Pay for my dinner.
But yeah,
Goodbye,
that's
y'all.
but yeah,
We'll
that's it,
see
y'all.
y'all at 4:30 ish.
Okay, bye,
Bye.
y'all. Only Cajun.